Dr. Giere was a man whose presence brought grace to so many of our lives, strength to our values, and purpose to the manner of our living. Calm, reasoning, wry, and above all, compassionate. Ed Giere reached out to each of us with human warmth, with enormous capacity for understanding. President Arlo Schilling, January 9, 1969. Dr. Eggert Giere first came to North Central College as a freshman in fall 1942, but his academic career would be interrupted by a call to serve in the Army Air Corps during World War II. Giere returned to campus in 1946 and graduated in 1948, received a master's degree from Northwestern University and a PhD from the University of Washington. In 1954, he returned to the college as a political science professor and the Dean of Men. The following year, he took on the position of head coach of the Cardinal swimming team. He would become the first coach to guide a North Central team to a national championship in 1958, his first season with the program. North Central would repeat as national and CCI champs from 1961 through 1963. It was the golden age of swimming, and Giere would mentor two athletes, Dick Blick and Ruben Roca, through the Pan American Games in 1959. He then guided them as they headed to Rome for the 1960 Olympic Games, where Blick achieved the gold medal.
It was Dr. Giere, Coach Giere, who really trained us and got us going. He always wrote letters of encouragement, stayed in touch by phone. He was truly very inspirational.
Ruben Roca arrived at North Central College in 1958 after being recruited by Giere. Roca and his brother Rodolfo, who also attended North Central, had fled from Cuba after being involved in the revolution. Giere helped the Roca brothers get settled into life on campus, encouraged Ruben to seek out a career in economics, and was even instrumental in helping Roca's parents get out of Cuba.
Because my parents had to have a special permit to leave Cuba in '61. And he, working with a local doctor, Dr. Carducci, they sent a letter and a telegram. I have copies of the letter and the telegram saying that the parents had to come out for this very difficult operation that could only be performed while the parents were there, and they had to sign off on it. After the letter and the telegram, the Cuban government allowed my parents to come out.
Giere wore many hats while at North Central: coach, professor, dean, mentor, and friend. And through all of these positions, he impacted the lives of those around him. After a prolonged illness, Giere passed away on January 9, 1969. He was 44 years old. He was remembered by Dr. Richard Eastman as a man devoted in service to North Central College. I doubt if a fuller life were ever placed in the service of this college. Its devotion, its honor, its heroism are his very generous legacy to us. We should use it well.
He was a person that was really at the right place, at the right time in the cycle of my life and my brother and my family. He was extremely helpful in many, many, many ways to the Roca family. He was an incredible mentor. He was an absolutely terrific in the way in which he encouraged the students and the swimmers to improve themselves, and always had a positive frame about what he was doing.